What's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, what's up, hey, hey, what's up, what's up? It's Transformation Tuesday. Well, what's up? It is Transformation Tuesday, and I am Nisha, your confidence building coach. I'm here to help you build your confidence, but we have been working on the foundation. So some of you are wondering, oh my goodness, what's taking us so long? Well, I want you to know that building the foundation is the most important part of the work that you have to do. Why? Because it has to be the strongest. It has to be most stable, because if you build your foundation on sand, it will be sinking. But a solid foundation of support and concrete information to build your confidence is what's key. So I've been focusing on chapter 5, and it is intentionally made with self-discipline. And I'm going to read something to you, but first I have a little song I'm going to sing to you. It's been on my heart all week. And so I am definitely not a singer, I'm a speaker. But it goes, because he lives, I can face tomorrow. Old school. Because he lives, all fear is gone. Because I know he holds my future. And guess what? And life is worth the living just because he lives. So that has been on my heart all week, because when you go through trials and tribulations, or when you're having conversations with yourself, you are like, what's my reason? Why am I here? What am I doing? So ultimately, at the end of the day, it's because he lives. That's why I'm here. Okay, so we read page 40 this week, and it was about me having to make a decision and something that I had to use to help me make that decision. And it's my favorite saying, if you stand for something, you don't fall for anything, or you won't fall for anything. So I wrote that part in my book. I had to make a decision, and I said to myself, if you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. I said it again. If you don't stand for something, you will fall for anything. I kept repeating it over and over, saying it several times. Then I asked myself a valuable question. I said, self, and myself said, does this stand up, or is this situation in line with who you are and what you stand for? So confidence is definitely built on knowing who you are and what you stand for. So when you know that you are intentionally made, because you are intentionally made, you know that there are some core characteristics that you already have. And so one of the things that I focus on when I make a decision, and it took me some time, so that's why I'm glad I'm sharing with you this information. I'm 42 and I'll be 43 this year. And so over time I learned some of these skills, but I want to share them with you, because if I know them, why not share them with you so that you can make a change or make a difference in your life? If you're younger than me, wonderful. You get to start it over. Start now, excuse me. If you're older than me, so what? Who cares? There's always time to change. I know I used to say, I cannot believe the Israelites stayed in the wilderness for 40 years. And then when I turned 40 and then 41 and then 42, I'm like, oh my goodness. Now I see how the Israelites stayed in the wilderness for 40 years. It's because they would not change their mindset. So I'm here to help you change your mindset, because I know the difference in my life is not only because he lives, that's the key, but it's because I have these foundational pieces of who I am, because, as you know, I was raised by a single mother. Because I have these foundational pieces, I've been able to stand up and make decisions because I know what I stand for. So if you don't stand for something, you'll fall for anything. That means that you have to know what you stand, what your limits are. What are you going to do? What do you want to do? What are you going to say no to? You have to know those pieces of the puzzles of who you are, so that you can make decisions quicker. So when you have confidence, your confidence stands on what your belief system is. That's your foundation. So my belief system is, I love the youth. And so when anything is going on with the youth, I want to fight for and advocate for the youth. And that's what I stand for. So anything that someone might suggest to me that isn't in line with supporting the youth, I'm probably not, I'm definitely not going to support it. So for instance, I work with the youth at my church, and I used to work with the youth in the community in a football program. And I'm always listening to them, because you forget to listen to these kids and they have so much to say. So I advocate for what they want and what benefits them. So if I'm with a group of people who doesn't advocate for the kids, or who wants to be belittling the kids or telling the kids all what to do, sorry, my battery was about to be low, is low. I'm not in support of always demanding the kids and making directions for them in their own type of program. So I advocate for the kids. So when I stand for something, I stand for the kids and them getting things that they are going to enjoy and love and appreciate and buy into. So that's what I stand for. So when I'm making a decision, that's the first thing I think about. So I'm like, Alicia, what do you stand for? Is this in line with who you are? If it's not, then most likely I'm not going to say yes. And so the reason why I say most likely is because I'm married, and sometimes I have to waver to my husband. A lot of times I should probably waver to him more. Anyway, that's a whole different marriage session that we might have to have. So when he makes a decision, I might not agree with him. Yeah, so I might just have to follow along with him. So that's why I'm saying if I stand for something, then and I might disagree, or we might have a different thought process, and he makes a decision, I have to go with it. So that's when you know that the reason why you're doing something is because of the person you support. And so since I support him, if he makes a decision that I don't agree with, I'll support him. So I went on a little rant. I guess I needed to get that out. Does anybody else have something they need to get out today? Okay. Anyway, chapter 5. If I stand for something, I don't fall for anything. You have to identify what you stand for. What is your core belief? What do you just love? What are you passionate about? That's what you have to stand for, and that's what you have to focus on when you make decisions. Your decisions are powerful for you making your choices for your journey. You are in charge of your own journey. You really are. You're in charge of your own journey. If you don't make decisions in line with what you want to do, you'll be living someone else's journey, and you will not do that well. I promise you, you will not do that well. Like I say, nobody can be a better me than me. I don't care what you say about what you do. No one can be a better me than me. Nobody. And nobody can be a better you than you. But if you live someone else's journey, you are going to fail. Live your own journey. You were created with great things. And so as we end chapter 5, and I have to hurry up now because I asked my son to critique me, and he told me I talk too much. I stay on too long. Just get on it, hit your point, and get off. So that's why I want to come to you and tell you that chapter 5 is all about standing for something and standing for what you believe in. If you don't know what you believe in, it's time for you to take time for yourself. You need to spend some quality time with yourself. It's okay. You have to, because you have to know what you stand for. That's what chapter 5 was all about. Now we're on to chapter 6. Go 6. Go 6. Go chapter 6. Go chapter 6. Hopefully you've learned something during chapter 5. Let's see what chapter 6 has in store for us. I love you so much. Happy Transformation Tuesday. Smooches. Mwah. And I'm out.